Welcome, Gemini, to High Priestess Influence and to your general weekly tarot reading. So, this reading will be for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising for February 3rd through February 9th. Of course, dates are approximate and flexible. You may find resonance with this message whenever you view it, or you may find none at all. So, just take anything that resonates with you and leave the rest for someone else. And remember, never put anyone else's judgment or opinion above your own. And so Gemini, what we have here are, from the minor arcana, cards for the physical, then the mental and the spiritual realms. In other words, what's going on in what you're experiencing in the physical realm, what's on your mind, what you're focused on. Sometimes it's what you're talking about. And then a message from the spiritual realm. And then you had two cards jump out for your overall energy there. So now, Gemini, normally I do include the card selection, and I did, but I no sooner finished your message and saved it, and then I just got up to go make a cup of tea, and something told me, re-record that, you left something out. So that's what I am doing. So let's see what we have here. I'm going to talk these cards out again, so I know the basic message, but apparently I left something out. So let's get started. Okay, Gemini, in your physical realm here, you have the Seven of Pentacles followed by the Page of Wands reversed. So we're talking about planning for the future, looking at the future, thinking about the future. For some of you, this involves financial planning, maybe creating an account, maybe a retirement account, or maybe making an investment. And I know what I left out. Okay. I'm feeling like there's someone, at least one of you out there, that this is about a relationship. You're thinking about your future with somebody. Okay, so somebody needs to hear that. So at least one of you out there needs to hear that this is about a relationship, okay? And for a lot of you, though, I think this is financial planning, or an investment, maybe investing in a business, maybe starting a business. I feel like for some of you, it's putting your money at risk. But then, you know what? I'm feeling that, for somebody, it might be putting your heart at risk. You might be considering a relationship, and it may be represented by this Page of Wands reversed. Okay, now let me backtrack a little bit. For some of you, I feel like this is you confused about your future. Feeling like you're not ready maybe to make an investment, or and again, investment, I guess, also could be an investment, could be committing to a relationship too. So yeah, there you go. Okay, so for some of you, this Page of Wands, I feel like this is a representative of you, like feeling like you're not ready, almost like a feeling of immaturity, not ready to invest, not ready to commit to a future in some way, shape, or form. So whether it is committing to a person or a financial investment of sorts. That's what I feel here. For others, I feel like this is a person who might not go along with your plan for investment, your plan for the future. Or this also could be someone else who either isn't ready to go along with your plan, or you're not even sure you want to invest in your future with this person. It could be a fire sign. It's not necessarily so. It could be Aries, Leo, or Sag, but it's not necessarily so, Gemini. It could just be the energy of someone who is either not ready to move forward with you, or you're not ready to move forward with this person on this life journey. And for some of you, it is a financial journey, and for some of you, it just may be a life journey, a relationship. It might be a committed relationship. Okay, give me one moment, Gemini, because I told you I walked over to make tea and then I left the water boiling on the stove. I forgot about it. Okay. That's how strongly I felt like I had to come back and re-record this. Okay. I didn't feel like I needed to choose new cards. I just felt like I needed to re-record the message because I left something out. So, all right. So, in your mental realm, you're considering your options, right? And we have another 7 here. Yeah, you're considering your options. First and foremost on your mind are choices. And some of you may have choices as to how you want to invest your money, for example. And others, you might be thinking about, choices for a relationship. Are there, oh, that expression about other fish in the sea or something like that? That's what just came to mind. So you might be thinking, well, there are lots of fish in the sea. Maybe this fish isn't for me. Wow. Okay. And beneath that, you have the 5 of Pentacles. Now, for some of you, this is literally related to your financial investment and your financial past. I feel like letting the past, your past experience or your past relationship with money, affect your current relationship and future relationship with money. Letting negative vibrations or experiences with money affect how you feel now, and that something needs to change. And then for others, I'm feeling like this is you're letting negative experiences of the past weigh in, and something needs to change before you make a commitment. Okay, so either way, whether you're making a financial commitment or you're making a relationship commitment, something needs to change before you make that commitment. So now, King of Swords reversed. Basically, this is you out of alignment, Gemini, and you know it. You know what? You know that you're undecided. You know that you're not. I think you really know that you're not ready to take action. You're not ready to make a decision or commit to anything financially or relationship-wise at the moment. You're really not in alignment with yourself. You're not in alignment with your power and your energy. I feel as though you're not tapping into your inner knowing, your spiritual side. Yeah, I feel like you might be letting your head weigh in, your mind, your thoughts, your kind of like weighing the pros and cons and overthinking it, and it's like really kind of like confusing you. You feel like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Oh, I hate that feeling. I know that feeling, Gemini. Yeah, I'm getting this feeling. I don't know what to do. Okay, yeah, so this message is actually a little bit different than the last one. And also, again, with the 4 of Cups, this is another energy of not knowing what to do. Feeling a lack of clarity, not knowing whether you want to accept something. So for some of you, this may be an offer of a relationship, or you just don't feel like you're making a decision from a solid place. You don't feel grounded. Yeah, you're definitely, with all of these thoughts going on in your head, I mean, you have so many cards in your mental realm. You're just thinking about this so much. So like, yes, you're overthinking things. You're spending too much time in your head. Wow. Okay. You're spending way too much time in your head, Gemini. You need to get out of your head. You're spending way too much time weighing the pros and cons and overthinking things and like making yourself feel out of alignment and confused here. And yeah, you're not sure you want to commit to any investment. You don't, as far as the money goes, if this is a financial reading for you, you're not sure you have the money to invest, or you're not sure you feel comfortable with it. You're not sure that this is right for you. You want to do what's right for you, but you're not sure about it. You're definitely overthinking it. So whether this is a commitment to a relationship or committing your money to something, you're not even sure you can spare the money, and you're not even sure that this is right for you, that this is the right decision, the right investment, and whether it's worth it. You may not be sure if this other person is worth it, if this is a relationship for you. Okay, so you have so much going on in your head, Gemini. I mean, you had, how many cards jump out? 1, 2, 5 cards. I mean, that's a lot for me in a weekly reading to have in your mental realm, Gemini. And you also had 2 cards jump out as your overall energy. And so there's a lot of energy going on here. There's a lot going on here. Now, in your message from the spiritual realm here, okay, you do not want to move forward on anything until you can get alignment. Oh, and until you can gain clarity here, okay? You're not clear enough to move yet. You're not clear enough to make a decision. So whether this is an investment of your money or an investment of your life with someone else, perhaps, like, agreeing to, maybe agreeing, maybe accepting a wedding, a marriage proposal. I don't know what it is, or getting too deeply involved with someone. I just got the sense of intertwining your lives together. You need to gain clarity before you can make a decision. I mean, for some of you, this is like a yes/no decision. Yes, I want to do this, and no, I don't. For others, there are multiple options. Like if it's related to your money, right? There might be multiple options of types of investments or something like that. But the main thing, the most important message here is that you should not move on anything without feeling comfortable, without feeling inspired, without having a sense of the big picture. It's not that you need to know the outcome, because you're not going to anyway. But can you see yourself with this person? Or can you feel comfortable committing a certain amount of money, for example? Can you see yourself doing this? Until you can, there's no action to be taken. Right? You need to turn this 2 of Wands upright. You need to be able to look at what you have and where you are and feel good about that before you can look out at the big picture and feel comfortable with whatever direction you might step toward, okay? You want to feel comfortable with where you're headed. So it's really about lining up the energy first, but that's always what it's about, Gemini. You don't want to force your way through things or take actions with which you are not aligned. And it's almost like you're admitting to yourself here that you're not in alignment by including yourself as the king reversed, not on top of things. I mean, this is you, air sign, Gemini. You're not on top of this. And you know that you shouldn't be moving on anything when you're not on top of it. And here you are at the center of things in your mind, at the center of your mental realm here, knowing that you're not in alignment and that you're not ready to make a move or make a decision here. So, Gemini, I urge you to only move at a pace with which you feel comfortable. Only invest your money or yourself at the level with which you can remain aligned. So let's use money as an example. If you have a certain amount of money that you can invest, that you would say, you know what, if I lose this money, it's not a big deal. It's not going to throw my alignment off. It's not going to upset me. It's not going to ruin my day or my week or my month or my year or my life. It's not going to bother me. Then that's the amount you can invest at this time. And the same is with, say, your heart, or you're jumping into a relationship. You should only move in to this situation as far as you feel comfortable and aligned. So if for example, this is just an example, if moving in with somebody feels wrong and feels too fast, or feels like it will throw you out of alignment, if it feels in your body wrong, like you're not ready for it, then you're not. Don't force it. You need to line up the energy before you take the action, Gemini. That's very, very, very important. And this week, if this resonates with you, and if nothing changes energetically for you, now this is not something that's etched in stone, right? I don't view my readings as predictions. I view them as guides. So if you're resonating with this energy, if you still feel this way during the week, then this is not the week to make a decision or make an investment or make a move or make a change, okay? If this reading guides you to change the energy and find the alignment, then you may feel comfortable making that move. But only you can decide that. But you want to make sure that you only move to a level that doesn't throw off your alignment. A level at which you can still feel good, comfortable, aligned. This is good. This is right. I can feel it. I can feel it in my gut. I can feel it in my heart. I intuitively know this to be right. Because your overall energies here, you have the moon reversed. So again, we're talking about confusion, a lack of clarity, maybe even a level of fear involved for some of you. And the same with strength, right? You're not operating from your strength. And 8 is the number of strength, but here we have it in reverse. And I don't mean it's just the number of strength, the card, but it is the number of strength, of power, and sometimes money. So if this is a financial reading for you, keep that in mind. You're not in a place vibrationally of strength, of power, of knowing that you can handle it, of knowing that it's right for you. Again, there's a level of fear here, of trepidation, of insecurity. Okay, that's what I'm feeling here. You feel insecure. All right, with that moon reversed, there's a sense of insecurity, and even with strength reversed, insecurity. So, very, very important, my Gemini friends. I know I'm repeating myself, but if you resonate with any part of this, it is very, very important that you line up the energy before you take action, and that you only move to a level with which you feel comfortable. So whether it's an amount of money you're investing, it's not that you're going into the investment expecting to lose it, but that if you did lose it, it would feel comfortable. Because if you go beyond that, then you'll be worried about it. You'll be concerned about it. It will be on your mind, and you will attract more of that negativity to you. You want to invest a certain amount where you'd be like, well, if I lose this, no big deal. I can rest comfortably with it, and I can leave it alone, and I can just go about my life and feel aligned and feel good about what I'm doing. And the same with jumping into a relationship. If someone's looking for a commitment from you, and you don't feel comfortable with that level of commitment, then you only want to commit to the level at which you feel aligned. Otherwise, you're going to bring a negative energy into the situation, into the relationship, and that's not good for anybody, obviously, right? So you move at a pace with which you feel comfortable, as long as you can maintain alignment, as long as you can feel good, feel positive, feel comfortable, feel satisfied, feel happy, joyful, whatever. As long as you can feel all of that, or some of that, or levels of that, then it's fine. The moment you start to feel trepidation, fear, worry, concern, then you know you've gone too far. So just keep that in mind as we move into this week, Gemini. Remember, the cards are just here as a guide. You can move to any level that's comfortable for you. For some of you, it might be, I'm not moving at all this week. And for others, it might be like, wow, I get it. I can line up that energy and I can feel good about it and I can move forward. it all depends. It's different for each of you, but I think there's a lot of stuff for you to consider here, Gemini, and it could be really significant in this week. So some of you may take no action, some of you may take a little action, and some of you may find the alignment to take tremendous action. It will vary for each of you, but I just want to be sure that you're clear about lining up the energy first before you take the action. Okay, my Gemini friends, this might not resonate with everyone. If not, check out your moon and rising sign messages, because often they resonate more. Not often, sometimes, or sometimes they also add to. So honestly, you can find value in anyone's message. So whatever you attract to you, if you view it, chances are there is value in it for you, whether it's the entire message or just a little piece of it. So thanks for being with me, Gemini. I hope to see you back here again next week. And Gemini, remember, line up the energy first, then take the action. Have a beautiful, beautiful week, Gemini.